Well, I've heard a lot about the floods that happened in Kentucky, especially here at Buffalo Trace. The Kentucky River jumped its banks, and it just really lambasted this area. Now, today's a beautiful day, the sun's shining, but not too long ago, just a couple of weeks ago, this whole place was underwater. And you look here at the parking lot and everything, and imagine this was under 6, 7, 8 feet of water. They've done everything they can to get themselves back to where they need to be. And this distillery will be open for tours again, hopefully soon. But for now, I mean, looking around, I am literally amazed at this place. It's Ohio Jimbo Adventures and Creations. I like to get around, I like to do some things, I like to have some fun because that's what it's all about, is having fun. I'm an artist and musician, I love the outdoors, I love playing music, and I love sharing all the fun with everybody. So join me on my adventures, and I hope to have some fun with you. And remember, subscribe to Ohio Jimbo. Okay, so if you notice, the shrubbery is all covered in mud because that's where the flood has been. And if you look at this sign here, the Buffalo Trace Distillery sign, right at about the midpoint of that arrow was where the water level was. So it was pretty intensely deep here. And of course, there's our giant bison that we all know and love. So the parking lot, I'm going to flip around here and show you the parking lot. They fixed it up, so it's going to be ready, but keep in mind, this was all underwater. All of this was right up to about the word distillery on the sign that was underwater. And if you look at the shrubs, you can see they're still pretty muddy because this was pretty much a mess. Devastating, but resilient. Buffalo Trace is coming back, and they're doing everything they can to make sure that they get people like us to come down here and purchase the products that weren't flooded. Okay, there's the water tower. Here's the hard workers. Look at them, smiling happy. We got sunshine now, so that means that flood water's receded and they're ready to have some fun here, aren't they?
Ready to party.
All right, so made it here to Buffalo Trace. This was there was a lot of water here just about a week ago, so we've kind of got here to Buffalo Trace, and they don't let you go through the tours, but we are going to go inside here, and we're going to do a quick tasting for some of the ones that I haven't had the pleasure of trying yet, and then we're going to hopefully buy the ones that we like, and they're giving us a good opportunity to buy, you know, you can buy 1/5 of anything that's in here. So here's Buffalo Trace. We're finally in a dry parking lot. The parking lot has dried out, so the water's gone, and it's a beautiful day, and this is how it's set up right over here. Yeah, so this is Buffalo Trace. They just went through a huge flood down here, so they've changed everything around. And well, we're going in for just a quick tasting and probably buy some stuff, but it's set up in a different way than what it normally was. So we're gonna go through this tent, and we'll probably check out what's inside here. So inside the tent, you step in, it's very well organized. You get out your driver's license, you show them, you prove your age and all that stuff. And then they give you this wristband that they put a line on to say that you've been checked, and then an X when you purchase some items, because you can only purchase once in a day. There's the wristband, and let's go inside. So I'm going to go do the tasting, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to buy some. That's the whole idea behind this, because I know what I want in here as far as the Blanton goes and the Buffalo Trace, but there's a couple of other ones that I haven't had the chance to taste yet. So we're going to go taste these and find out which ones we want. All right, so we come in here, and this is the tent inside here. This is where everybody gets to try the different beverages. So we're going to try a few different beverages here. Yep, the secret to this is just taste, just taste a little bit at first.
First up is Buffalo Trace.
There's a lot to taste, and they've got all the shots set out ready for you. And not only that, each table is really organized well, and they have 5 different of their premium blends there. And it starts with, you know, you've got the Buffalo Trace, and then you have the Wellers, and of course you have Eagle Rare, and then Blantons, and then E.H. Taylor. So you get to try them all, and you can buy one of each one here. Okay, so we've done the tasting. I'm going to head just over here to the Welcome Center, which is now a makeshift store where you can actually go in. So we're going to go inside, and we're going to check out some of the liquor. By the way, the water level here was
literally marked up to here. We'll go to the line over here and show you where it was, but the water level from the flood just recently was pretty high here. So we had a 6, 7, 8 foot height in this entire area. So we're lucky we're one of the first groups that get to go through here, and well, we're going to do what we can to bring home some of the treasures. All right, so here we are. This is what happens here at Buffalo Trace. Now this is how you purchase. For right now, during the flood changeover, everybody's kind of getting in here and they're setting up here. You can come in here and choose your flavor after doing a tasting. You want to taste first and then come through here, and all these smiling, happy people are going to be here to help you find exactly what you need. All right, we're Buffalo Trace, where people come from, well, just about everywhere. Where are you guys from?
Central Florida.
Central Florida representing.
Yeah.
All right, let me come around here and get you guys in the sign
First time
here.
at Buffalo.
Look at this. They're standing where they would have been underwater. Yes, about that high right there a week ago. So
High and dry now, though.
welcome to Kentucky and the Bourbon
Loving it.
Trail. You got a few more to do, so
Loving
you guys, I hope you enjoy your time here.
Thank you. See you next time. Bye.
Okay, so it's Ohio Jimbo. You've been there for the guitar lessons. Look at what's going on here. We got what looks to be like a Buffalo Trace guitar playing, so let's see what goes on with this. Tell me who he is.
This is Art. He's one of the woodcrafters. He and I run Whiskey Woodcraft together, and Art makes these guitars, these cigar box guitars. This neck is an actual barrel stave that he straightens out in his bathtub at home, much to his wife's chagrin. It's got buffalo nickels on the bridge. This nut is made of buffalo horn.
Look at that. Let's get close to that the buffalo nickels. Look at that.
And then the pegs they used to plug leaks on the barrels with are made out of cedar. If they drop them on the ground, they're no longer food quality. I go back there and pick them up and use them on these guitars.
Of course you would. Why would you not?
Sadly, we lost 6 guitars in the flood, and this is the only one that survives.
Well, from Buffalo Trace here in Frankfort, Kentucky, there's been a lot of devastation here recently, and well, I'm here to tell you that this group is resilient. They have they've banded together and found a way to make things happen here, and not just to help us come in and be typical tourists, but these people all had jobs here. They had jobs and they were doing the jobs, but together they found a way to make this happen and keep everybody employed, instead of like bailing and saying, hey, we're just not gonna be able to do anything. No, they're out there working. Yes, they're making revenue on everybody that comes in here, but they're doing it in a way that really refines, all I can say is resilience. So bravo, props to Buffalo Trace for stepping up and not letting the flood just take them down. They literally are coming back full force, and probably within just a couple of weeks they'll be back and taking tours through the historic factory. For now, well, there's the Buffalo Trace water tower back there. You can see it up on the high, and this here area was all underwater. Well, they're doing everything they can to come back, and if you're in the area and you get the opportunity to support them, this would be a great place to support. And well, we're off to another adventure. So as far as Buffalo Trace goes, this is Ohio Jimbo, and if I don't see you out there, I'll see you in here.